everyone, and welcome to Sharp Dress Gaming, and today we have a little bit of a, not completely blank, but more blank screen than you're used to seeing. This is an announcement for a new league that I am in. If you guys remember, I used to be in the Primal Battle League. I don't know how much I announced it on the channel. I know I've said it, but that league did end up falling apart, and it's not together anymore. Two other leagues sprung up from it. Which I was in both of them at a time, but one ended up not making it, and the other one I ended up leaving just because of the times I was awake and ready to do stuff. I don't think they would have been, just because they were doing stuff when I was sleeping, and you know, I just decided to back out of that. It would have been fun, but they became the Major Pokemon League, I believe is the correct name. It's the MPL. I'll leave a link to their Twitter in the description below. There's a ton of people in there, a lot of cool Pokemon YouTubers. Be sure to check them out. They're doing their draft right now, I believe, still, because I think there's like 16 different people in there, and so it's going to take them a while to draft, but once it gets going, it should be a lot of fun. But aside from that, or I guess the correct order would be Chaos, and I decided to make a league, and a few other people, and together we got 6 people. We didn't want to make it too big, just because it wanted to be a smaller thing that would be more fun, not get too serious with it, just kind of have some fun doing that drafting format of the Pokemon that like the GBA has made famous. I don't know if they did it first, but they're the most popular one, and everybody's always running off of them. And as you can see on the screen, we came up with the most original name that we could, the No Name League, or the NNL. We were going by the Unnamed League for a long time. We were going to come up with a name, and then eventually we're just like, I don't really care if we have a name or not. So I suggest No Name League, and that's what it is right now. If it ever changes, I'll let you know. But as of right now, No Name League. Just because it really doesn't matter. So people who are in the league, though, we have, of course, Chaos and myself. We have Tiki1833. You see him. We also have iPokeShuckles, who was in the Primal Battle League with me. I decided to bring him in with us to have a fun time there. We also have Euphoric and Twannis McMad. A lot of guys that I know very well, so it should be a fun time. And a link for all of them will be in the description as well. I'm not going to put any kind of links to Google Docs like I did with Primal Battle League, because we do have one, but it's just kind of a thing showing the draft and the schedule, and it's nothing too crazy like with the Primal Battle League with differential and stuff. We may get that up at some point, but for the most part, I'll just let you know in the videos. So with that, we are having a 10-round battle system, where I think we battle almost everybody twice, because it will be week 1, we have a battle versus Tiki. That should be coming out this week. Next week we battle Twannis. Week after that we battle iPokeShuckles, then Euphoric, then Chaos, and then we go back to Twannis, then Euphoric, then Chaos, then Tiki, then iPokeShuckles. So I believe we battle everybody twice, actually. So we have the 10-week tournament, just because we kind of had a time constraint, because Tiki's going to be leaving for a little bit, so we wanted to get it all done beforehand. And he's actually leaving like the 8th week, so week 9 and week 10, Chaos and I will battle him early so that we'll have it, and then we'll be able to put it out on the actual week. But that's just kind of an overlay of the schedule. The drafting system that we used, we actually went... we randomly generated everybody out. We were allowed 9 draft picks, and then a mega draft pick. And I believe as of right now, we're just going to be changing it, so like every year or every season, we'll redraft. So that's kind of unlike the other leagues where they have the certain amount of year contracts kind of stuff. Since there's only 6 of us, we're just going to keep throwing it up, and we may add people in and that kind of stuff. So we kind of want to keep it balanced in that aspect. But the way we did it, so we randomized everybody, and then we went with that order for 2 rounds, and then the person who drafted first moved to the back, and then we drafted that way 2 rounds. We kept going that way. And then for it didn't make it all the way through. We almost did. I think we made it almost all the way through. But then the mega pick, we took the original order and then just flipped it backwards. So the order was Tiki, Ipo Chuckles, myself, Chaos, Euphoric, and then Twannis, so then we flipped it around for the Mega Pick. And that's how that went. And because the league is smaller, I am going to go through all of the teams. If you guys only came to see my team, I am putting it first, so I can go over it, and then we'll go over all the teams. I'll be just kind of quick with them, kind of show you what we have to face, what we should look for, that kind of stuff. And I will go over a few little strategies I have in mind. Nothing too crazy, but I mean, it's all for fun, so I don't care if people kind of know what I'm thinking with strategies. But with that, guys, let me move over to the name of my team, which is going to be the Minnesota Wild Charge. Now, this was a name that was actually suggested to me by Hank the Pidgey when we were doing Primal Battle League when I was the Minnesota Slackings. After using Electivire in that league, I decided let's go with Minnesota Wild Charge. I was actually going to use this for the other leagues I was in before I dropped out of them, so that's why I have a logo. I don't think anybody else has a logo as of right now. Yeah, because I don't think Josh had one for the Primal Battle League, so if they do come up with one, I'll use it if they want me to use it. Otherwise, I just kind of just threw some stuff together for them, because we just came up with the names like recently, and actually one team still doesn't have a name. So ours is the Minnesota Wild Charge, and that's the only reason I actually have a logo is because I had made one for a different league. So we're gonna get into the drafts here, and ironically, we don't have Electivire this year. I didn't really want to use him again just because of his he's slow and he's frail, that kind of stuff. Though I think I still could have gotten him to work with this team, but I guess we will find out. But the team we do have, I put them in order on the screen here. So my first draft pick was Conkeldurr, just the kind of go-to pick for any YoU team, any draft pick really. Conkeldurr's got that the fighting type stabs, which are good. Drain Punch, Mach Punch. He gets Guts, has Ice Punch, Poison Jab, Knockoff. It has Fire Punch and Thunder Punch as well. You don't use those as much, but it's always a possibility. So watch out. But that was our first draft pick. And then just to counteract fairy types, and because I really like using him recently, both in VGC and in singles, it was Heatran. So we got our bulky physical attacker, bulky special attacker. I'm feeling good about our first two picks here with Heatran and Conkeldurr. And then I decided I wanted something that was immune to ground because of Heatran. So I picked Latios, another really good special attacker. Really fast as well, whereas Heatran and Conkeldurr are slower. Next pick, I went with Gyarados. Get that Intimidate, another immunity to ground types. But then we have that electric weakness with Gyarados coming in. I mean, Latios does resist, but Latios also doesn't want to take a lot of hits unless you build it to be that way. So I picked Swampert, another water type, so I probably could have gone with like Mamoswine or something, but I decided Swampert because that was another Pokemon I've been using a lot recently. I might bring some VGC sets in with Swampert, that kind of stuff, so it could be fun. Electric Immunity only has one weakness, which is another really nice thing, which we already had Heatran and Latios to resist the grass type weakness, and Gyarados is neutral, so we didn't have a grass weakness yet. But we do kind of still have an electric weakness with Gyarados. I mean, Swampert's there, but I don't always want to bring Swampert either, so I did pick Magnetric. After I picked Magnetric, I kind of thought about it and thought I probably should have picked Raikou or Thundurus Therian for him. But I did pick Magnetric, another fast special attacker, so we kind of got a weird team going here. I still don't know how I feel about the team, but after that I decided to bring in Staraptor. Just for a ghost immunity, because as you'll see, Gengar is picked fairly early and Latios is weak to it, so we don't really have anything to resist ghost yet. So I just picked Staraptor for the immunity. I was thinking Talonflame, but I didn't want that 4x weakness to rocks, especially with Gyarados already there. Next I picked Florges just as a special wall and a fairy type. I kind of wanted a fairy type, just because it's never bad to have one. I didn't think I'd get Mega Gardevoir. I thought about getting normal Gardevoir, but I wanted something that's a little bulkier. So I picked Florges. And then for my last pick, I wasn't really quite sure what I wanted. I knew there was a Sylveon gonna be running around, but and I had Heatran, but Sylveon's usually especially bulky. They kind of mix up the bulkiness of Sylveon, but I know Bisharp can take care of Sylveon with a single hit from Iron Head, so I picked Bisharp. And you can also get the Intimidate boost with Defiant and that kind of stuff. Now for the Mega pick, I really thought I was going to get the Mega I wanted. I thought everybody was going to be fighting over Mega Gardevoir because we got 4th Mega pick. But then our Mega got picked first, and it was Mega Venusaur. So, unfortunately, I was going to pick Venomoth instead of Bisharp. So that kind of really threw me off then. So there was a Mega Venusaur, and I kind of wanted to directly counter that Mega Venusaur. So I went with Mega Metagross. I was thinking a Tyranitar because there is a weather team running around in this league as well. So, but I decided to go Mega Metagross, Zen Headbutt for that Mega Venusaur, and the Mega Gardevoir had also been picked at that point, so we had Meteor Mash, even though I already had Bisharp and Heatran, but Mega Gardevoir does outspeed Bisharp, so I did pick Mega Metagross. I don't know how I feel about this team quite yet. I think we'll be able to do pretty well. But if we, I don't know what we're going to be doing with trade systems, if we're going to be doing trades at all, if we're going to be able to pick up Pokemon within the season. I'll let you guys know if we come to a decision on that, or when we come to a decision on that, sorry. And that is our team as of right now. Let you guys in the comment section, let me know what you think about the team, what I need to watch out for, if I can make trades, what I should be trying to get, that kind of stuff. But with that, guys who just came to see my team, thanks for watching. Otherwise, we're going to move on to the following teams here, and I'm going to go in draft order. So next is going to be Tiki1833, Young Key, as many of you know him as, and he's going to be the coach of the Cincinnati Umbreon, or Umbreons, I don't know how it's pronounced with plural. But as you can see here, he's got quite the evolution team, but of course I went in order of draft pick again. So he's got Zapdos, Sylveon, Garchomp, Skarmory, Mamoswine, Jirachi, Umbreon, Gliscor, Espeon, and Mega Slowbro. Mega Slowbro, another one I was thinking about, but again, I wanted to go specifically against Mega Venusaur. So, looking at the team here, I do see a lot of weaknesses to Ice, but also a lot of resistances. Weakness would be Zapdos 4 times and Garchomp 4 times and Gliscor. But then he also has things to resist it, such as, I think Mamoswine resists, I'm not sure with, well, it's a ground type, so, but it does have thick fat. I don't know if Ice resists Ice, though, that's the thing, but Skarmory does, Jirachi does, Slowbro does, so he has it kind of covered there. And then there's also, Fighting weakness in Mamoswine, Umbreon. I think that's the only one's weak to fighting, but then he's got, like, Slowbro, Sylveon, Espeon, that kind of, and Zapdos. So, really bulky team overall. I don't see many. Well, we do have Mamoswine, Garchomp, an offensive threat. Sylveon can be really specially offensive threat, as well as Slowbro, Espeon as well, and Jirachi can be. But a lot of bulk. So that's going to be. We're going to need really hard hitters for that team, or we're going to have to try and do as much chip damage as we can with these Pokemon. Moving on to the next team, though, we do have the Chelsea Chimecos, coached by iPokeshuckles. You'll remember that name from the Primal Battle League, but he has Rotom-Wash, Gengar, Excadrill, Landorus, Landorus Therian, Absol, Terrakion, Shaman, Porygon Z, Victini, and Mega Beedrill. Absol and Shaman were actually on his Primal Battle League team. I'm glad he didn't use Chandelure again, because as you recall, Chandelure gave me a problem. But we do see the fighting weakness in Absol, Terrakion, Excadrill, Porygon Z, but there is the resistance with Beedrill and Victini, who really don't want to be the ones to take fighting hits to begin with, but Gengar is immune, and Landorus is also resistant. Other than that, I don't think there's too much. There's kind of a ground one with Victini and Terrakion and Excadrill, but again, Gengar, Rotom, and Landorus are immune, and Shaman resists. So another good team. Fire type, I guess. Shaman, Beedrill, but there's Rotom. I mean, Excadrill is also weak to it, but there's Rotom and Terrakion who resist, and Victini. But gonna be a scary team. A lot of faster Pokemon that hit hard. Absol was, I think, his MVP last year, so that's going to be another thing to watch for. But Terrakions really fast. Porygon Z is usually Choice Scarf, making it fast. Landorus is fast. Just a lot of fast, scary stuff. But we're going to move on. I was the next draft pick, and we already saw my team, so we're going to move to Chaos in the Sky, who has the Boston BRELOOMS. Of course, his first pick was a Breloom. I thought about it, but I wanted Conkeldurr over Breloom, so I did pick Conkeldurr. But he does pick Breloom, Azumarill, Thundurus Incarnate, Latias, Mandibuzz, Mew, Darmanitan, Empoleon, Donphan, and then he got the Mega Gardevoir because nobody else wanted it, apparently. I don't know. But we do see a lot of annoyances in the terms of status inflictors and hazard setters, and removers for that matter. For hazards, we have Latias, who has Defog, Mandibuzz has Defog, Mew has Defog, or Rapid Spin, I guess. More people run Defog on that. Empoleon can get Defog, and Donphan can get Rapid Spin. And then for setting up, he's got Mew can Stealth Rock, Empoleon can Stealth Rock, Donphan can Stealth Rock. And then Thundurus Incarnate has that Taunt, has the Thunder Wave. Breloom has Spore. So, honestly, going to be a super annoying team, but... And he uses a lot of these Pokemon. I know he uses Breloom, Azumarill a lot, Latias, Mandibuzz, and Mew. So, a lot of... Actually, Mew just moved to OU, right? I was going to say it's a lot of UU, but it's actually a lot of OU. Darmanitan and Donphan, and I think Empoleon's UU, otherwise the rest is OU. So... Again, with the league being this small, a lot of Pokemon are going to be OU. And actually, we didn't even pick a lot of OU Pokemon. I'm going to go over a few that we didn't miss, that I'm surprised we missed, if I can remember them. But that is the Boston BRELOOMS, so a scary team nonetheless. A lot of green on there, I just realized. Sorry about if it's hard to read with it being a lot of green. But it's Breloom and it's Boston, and they're like the Celtics and stuff, So we move over to Euphoric, who is the coach of the Jacksonville Gardevoirs, and another kind of... he doesn't have Gardevoir on his team, that's what I'm trying to point out. But we've got Tyranitar, Cresselia, Dragonite, Keldeo, Rotom Heat, Ferrothorn, Crobat, Metagross, and Porygon 2. Really well-built team, to be honest. A lot of bulk, too, with Cresselia, Ferrothorn. Metagross can be bulky. Porygon 2. And then a lot of good attackers as well. I was about to say there aren't very many special attackers, but Keldeo and Rotom Heat and... Oh, I forgot Magnetric. I didn't see Mega Magnetric there because it takes up the full box. But Mega Magnetric was his Mega pick. So, yeah, there's another special attacker there. And Crest can be annoying. Dragonite, Tyranitar, really hard hitters. Metagross, he's got 3 Pseudos on his team, so that's a little scary. Plus a Legendary up there with Keldeo. We do see the Fire weakness in Metagross and Ferrothorn, but again, there's Tyranitar, Dragonite to cover that, and Rotom Heat, and Keldeo. So, a really well-built team. I think, yeah, Euphoric is actually in the Major Pokemon League, so be sure to check him out there as well. So that is his team, and then we get to the final team, which is going to be Twannis. Twannis McMahon. He's the one who doesn't have a team name, so that's what you get, Twannis. Blank screen. So, this is arguably the stranger team in this league, especially after you think about the ones that we missed getting. But he starts with Scizor, and then gets Politoed, Sableye, Kabutops, Ninetales, Noivern, Snorlax, Malamar, Yanmega, and his Mega was Mega Venusaur, which was the one I wanted, so I'm still mad. And apparently Euphoric wanted too, so I had no chance to get Mega Venusaur, to be honest. But, honestly, this is the rain team of the league. We do see Politoed, who can set up the rain. Sableye can also set up the rain with the Prankster. We have Swift Swim with Kabutops. We have Hurricane with Noivern, that will hit 100% of the rain. Snorlax already has Thick Fat, so Fire types will do nothing to him. Scizor does well in the rain because Fire types are weakened only 2 times instead of 4 times. Mega Venusaur, another Thick Fat Pokemon, so Fire's going to do nothing to him as well. Yanmega's another one that'll like having that fire resistance in the or fire drop in the rain. For some reason, Ninetales is on this team. I think he mostly picked it just so that nobody else would pick it, but I don't think anybody was thinking about Ninetales, just because it sits down in PU without its ability, and with its ability, none of us are really wanting Sun. I know we're joking about getting rid of his rain, but it wasn't really a big deal for the most part. But then he also has Malamar. I know a lot of these were from his Twannis meta game that he has, kind of like, it's his own way to play Pokemon. Kind of like how Smogon has a way to play Pokemon. He has a way to play Pokemon. So this is Twannis' team. Not a lot of common weaknesses, I think. We do have the grass and electric weakness in... Well, we have electric weakness in Politoed, Kabutops, and Yanmega. Grass in Politoed and Kabutops. Fire in Scizor and Yanmega. That kind of stuff. It'll, mainly when you go up against Twannis, it'll just be taking care of the weather. Make sure that's out of the way, and then getting rid of stuff. And we have like Staraptor and Metagross for that Venusaur, so we should be fine there. If he does come up with a name, I'll let you guys know when we go up against him. But other than that, not worried about it right now. But that is all the teams in the league. Again, I was gonna go over some Pokemon we didn't pick. Talonflame, that was a big one that didn't get picked. I was surprised with that. There's a few others I was thinking about that didn't get picked. I guess Raikou and Suicune didn't get picked. There's a lot of them. If you like, here I'm gonna actually pull up Pokemon Showdown right now. Give me just a tick. I know it's not the most professional thing in the world, but I told you I would go over, and then I completely forgot all the Pokemon that I was gonna go over. Showdown wants to go a little faster. Team Builder, new team, add Pokemon. Wait, go back so it's only OU Pokemon. Okay, I guess I can't do that. Alright, so OU Pokemon we forgot to pick. Or didn't forget, we just didn't want to. Chansey was another one. Neither the Charizard Megas got picked. Clefable. Mega Gallade, I guess Mega Lopunny. Don't really see Gothitelle too much in these leagues. Kyurem Black didn't get picked. Magnezone, who was a big player in the Primal Battle League with Hank the Pidgey. Mamoswine almost didn't get picked. I actually had to tell Tiki to pick it. I was trying to tell everybody to pick it because I didn't, but Mamoswine did get picked. Who else? Normal Slowbro didn't get picked. The Mega did, which is going to be annoying to deal with. That's all the OU ones. We didn't pick any Uber Pokemon. I know some leagues allow like Aegislash and Mega Mawile and that kind of stuff. We didn't allow it in this league. We allowed Mega Metagross just because it isn't banned yet, but I don't know if it even is like a conversation at this point that's going to be banned. Alakazam, Crawdaunt, Diggersby, Heracross, Mega Pinsir didn't get picked. Serperior, who's been doing really well. I thought about picking Serperior, but again, I thought I was going to get Venusaur, so I didn't get a Grass type. Volcarona, that was a big one on our team in the Primal Battle League as well. Togekiss, I was going to pick Venomoth. Weavile didn't. Zygarde, I thought about like Salamence. Salamence was another big one that didn't get picked, but I thought about a lot of these, but I didn't want more fairy weakness because Sylveon was there, but I think I would have been fine with Heatran, and now I have Metagross and stuff, so if we're allowed to pick up other Pokemon, I might go for another Dragon. Actually, I don't think I have a Dragon at all, now that I just said it. No, I have Latios. So that was another reason why I didn't pick any other Dragons. Arcanine, Chandelure, Blissey, Blastoise. Just some of the bigger names you usually see. But that's what's going to happen with smaller leagues like this. Goodra, Haxorus. Of course, Haxorus wasn't in Primal Battle League either. Hydreigon was another one I was expecting to see. Infernape, I don't think got picked. Kingdra didn't. Lucario. Mienshao. Nidoking, another big one. Scrafty. Snorlax is actually you know. Toxicroak, Trevenant, Vaporeon, sorry, not Umbreon. Yeah, that's really the bigger names that didn't get picked, but yeah, that's what's going to happen with these smaller leagues. Again, we might expand in the future, but as of right now, we're only doing these 6 people. So this will be the end of the video. I know I kind of trailed on there at the end, but did I spell league wrong? Yeah, I gotta fix that. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you guys are looking forward to these battles. Be sure to follow all of these people, or subscribe to their channels, so you can see all the battles that are happening in the league. I'll try and keep you guys as up to date as I can, but, you know. So, thank you guys so much for joining me. We'll see you next time. Bye! Hello everyone, and thanks for checking out the video. If you want to see more videos like this one, click on the videos on the screen right now. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button to get notified when new videos go up. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time. Bye!